Hello, and welcome. Let's start that again. Hello, and welcome to our Starfinder 2nd Edition series, The Best. The last session of the year, crew. Oh my gosh. The filth that was just coming out of Ben's mouth before the stream. Should have heard it. Look up there.
You're really gonna do this? On Beyonce's internet? Are you? Wow!
Truly, just inserting
on Bad Dragon's internet.
I'm telling my sister. No.
I couldn't resist.
The last session of the year by blowing up the podcast.
It's just too funny in my mind.
The last session ever, probably.
I'm not gonna tell a bit. It wasn't that bad. I'm joking, everyone. It wasn't anything bad at all. Kai is right here. Hey, speaking of Ben and all of these other lovely faces, we'll go around, and if you want to say who you're playing and anything about that character that you want, why don't we start out with Ben?
Hey, I'm Ben. Super nice, clean guy. I play TJ. He's a mechanic. He has the best boy in the world, Rick, and I'm here, guys. It's
true.
Yeah,
it's true.
That's
Grayson.
God, that's me. Hi. I'm super ill and not in a chill way, but I'm here anyway to play a weird little guy on the internet, as I do so often.
Yeah. Speaking of weird little guy on the internet, Fig.
That's me. I'm a weird little guy on the internet. That's actually very gender affirming of you, Justin. Thank you.
Great.
I'm Mary Skrankmas to all.
Mary Skrankmas.
I'm playing Skrank. That's me. I'm gonna be delivering a sleigh full of presents to our viewers tonight. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I got.
Beth.
How to follow? I'll be in the sleigh, hiding probably.
There you go.
I don't know. I'm playing Kivari Nesh, a Lashenda operative. I don't know if we're doing that anymore, but that's who I am.
Whatever you want, really. Truly, whatever you want. Hey, I sometimes forget this, but I'm here too. It's me, Justin. I do balloons. I do this. I do. I'm Wyatt on Silvistead and other things. Why did I say that? I never do that. Anyway, I'm the space game master here. That's my post-credit bit that I say for. Wow, the last session of the year. Holy hell. Getting into it, the last session, hey, you all ventured towards the signal tower of District 5 after you found a job posting claiming that the signal had been kind of emitting strange sounds lately. You all faced off against some unexpected guests and that took up residence in the signal tower. Kivari went toe-to-toe scorpion leg with a strange warped kefik that stood almost as tall as she was. Skrank blasted multiple kefiks with his blazing bolts before taking on the Trigalaxy, an otherworldly beast of radiation and swirling wires. TJ and Rick did their best to give Kivari the backup she needed, while Rono warped reality around the crew, creating challenging terrain for those who weren't his allies. A few of you came very close to going down, but you managed to take down the bizarre inhabitants and continued looking through the ice-cold signal tower. Scout Co., you all took a 10-minute break, and Scout Co. alerted you to the fact that there seems to be a basement area, this main floor that you were on, and the second floor to the building itself, with an elevator going between all three levels. Ascending upwards, you reach the main control area, which seemed to have been absolutely wrecked by massive shards of ice. Co pointed out a figure in a block of ice, a Hell Knight, of the Knights of Galerion. Hell Knights being one of the highest ranks among the knights, who were generally only called in for intense, overwhelming situations. Their abilities are unchecked, and they swear to no code of conduct, unlike any other knights who might sign up for service. Ko stated that if a Hell Knight was here, that things were very bad. Obviously worse, things were very bad, but obviously worse for that Isoki who is trapped in the giant block of ice. Scout Co identified them as a signifier, which are like kind of the magic heavy faction, a branch of the Hell Knights themselves. TJ and Rono began to work towards defrosting the mainframe when it dawned on Kivari that Odyssey 9 hasn't been yapping on about the systems, and that she didn't recall them being around since they left for the Verma. I'm sure everything is super fine and super cool. But you all find yourselves on the second floor of the Signal Tower. Thick ice covers most of the wall-to-wall server systems that surround you. A main communications bay lays on the opposite wall from the elevator from where you entered. So the exact opposite wall. Let's say the south wall is where the banks of computer systems and ice, but there are various banks, walls of servers and all kinds of other computer systems that are set up here on the main communication floor of the Signal Tower. But yeah, Rono, TJ are kind of trying to thaw and hack at this ice, while Skrank, Kivari, and Scout Co stand close by, taking in the situation at hand. As you all kind of stand around, Scout Co kind of looks at Skrank and Kivari. This might take a while. I don't know. Do we want to poke around? What's the game plan, gang?
Well, we want to stay out of the basement, right? We decided we wanted to stay out of.
I mean, something is there.
Yeah.
So,
Probably something, right?
I mean, unless we want to deal with whatever is here. Because if whatever's in the basement is controlling the signal, then even if we get the signal out, if something is still down there, it'll just fuck it right up again.
Yeah.
Come on, Skrank, what you landed the killing blow. You got this.
Right. Thanks. I honestly kind of appreciate the faith that you are obviously earnestly showing in my abilities. Key, I really always kind of fancied myself more on the technical, magical side of things. But yeah, I'm a pretty good fighter.
You magicked it to death, I think.
I magicked it right to death, didn't I?
It did make you throw up, though.
We don't need to bring that up in this moment, okay? Let me have something.
Scout Co hands you like a napkin, like a handkerchief.
Thank you.
Does that mean all the stuff in your cheek pouches are now full of vomit?
It's kind of different. It's like the cheek pouches are off to the side. The vomit comes straight from the back. So it's like a projectile. So it's just straight out. It doesn't fill up the cheek pouches. They kind of like close off, So it's like separated.
I understand.
Good.
There's like skin flaps that keep it protected from the
skin
rest
flaps.
of the... That's horrifying.
See? I pull up in my skin flaps.
I don't like it.
I'm so sorry that I take it back. Actually, I don't do that. I made myself
failing.
Made myself sad.
Undo? I don't want to show my skin flaps.
I showed you my skin flaps. Please respond.
Scout Co looks at the two of you.
No skin flap.
Wait, why? Why? Wait, maybe I missed something in the fray. Why do we think something's down in the basement?
Heard weird noises.
Mm-hmm.
From the basement?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the vibes are off.
Listen, I'm pretty good at sneaking around. I'm happy to go take a look, report back.
And that feels like a great way to get frozen in a chunk of ice, but we also can't tell you what to do, so... I mean, I can go as backup with you. I'm also pretty good at hiding.
You're
techie. I think you need to hang out here and thaw the servers.
I can, yeah. Well, I mean, like, I don't know. I'll look over at TJ, Rick. I imagine they're both just kind of like on the servers, and then kind of flapping at him.
Rick pops out like a hairdryer attachment, and just like
starts blowing the hairdryer. It's a little loud, so we have to yell
speak over it. Yeah.
We could, I guess. Okay, so I guess in theory we could go. Some of us could go stealth down to the basement and try not to get discovered. But does it seem like there's anything else to be gleaned from this area? Like, we know this is where the servers are. We know the servers have been frozen. We know we have this Yosoki.
Yeah, we don't want to wake them up. We don't want to wake them up.
We don't want to wake up.
They're not down to clown.
But I don't know. Like, I feel like I could probably talk to him.
Alternatively, like, you could, on this floor, it seems like, because this is such a digital-centric environment, a lot of the information is going to be on these systems, right? So as an alternative to whatever TJ, we'll check in with TJ and Rono in a second, but whatever they're getting up to, if Skrank decided to work on a different system, trying to get a different system up and running, that could be an option as well, right? Instead of that's kind of what you put together for this floor, is that a lot of these systems are just absolutely fucked or covered in ice. I'm talking.
So there are like multiple setups of systems that each of them individually need to be thawed. We're not just like thawing one big block of ice.
There is the main computer. There is the main like hub that TJ and Rono are kind of standing in front of, but there are a lot of other subsystems kind of around this floor in general.
Okay, I'll go blow on one of the servers. I'm gonna go blow a server.
As a note, I'm really stealthy too. I can help in that department.
Rono, you seem like you got really hot breath. You should stay up here with me.
Just starts licking them.
Rono's also got 6 arms to like.
He has 6 arms. He can.
We all start doing it at the same time.
TJ's not. He's like, this is it.
Rono's gonna draw like a little heart in the like fog of ice.
Beautiful.
Ko, do you know, before we potentially separate, have you heard of the Rhyme Demon working with the family before?
Working with the family? No. I mean,
why else would they hit this? This is the main place where information gets out of for this district, correct?
Yeah.
Why would they hit it if they weren't with the family?
Your guess is as good as mine. Listen, all I can tell you is that there was a body of a knight. Obviously points a few bodies of knights around, but there was a couple of members of Brood's crew downstairs as well. That's true. It seems,
and they're affiliated with the family.
But to what end? I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm not going to be much help.
He just couldn't.
Maybe it's a third option.
Like?
Well, obviously I don't have all of the clues, so I haven't been able to do any detective work. But maybe there's something they all want, Maybe the knights are protecting something, and the family wants something, and then maybe
the Rhyme Demon does too.
Yeah.
Well, we know that there is that key here to the ancient ones or something.
Oh,
whatever Rono's looking for.
Shard? Wait, shard?
The Starstone is way down below us right now. No one truly knows exactly where, because no one's ever made it down that far to find it, right? it's kind of the stuff of legends. But it's not really just a legend. It's powering the station. We have real evidence that that's happening.
So we take it away and the station dies.
I mean, good luck. Yeah, theoretically, yeah.
Maybe not then.
Listen, my deity, Iomade, that's her claim to fame. She, back in Galarion, the legend has it that she was the only person to have ever successfully navigated the maze that was constructed by the Starstone. It's sort of like a self-defense mechanism, I guess, for the Starstone, but she successfully navigated it, and upon reaching the Starstone, that was her her ascension to godhood, essentially.
Is that the pirate lady?
No, that's Besmara, is the pirate, kind of about freedom and living your own in your own kind of way. Very different. Iomade is, yeah, I mean, Besmara is very points at all of you, popular amongst pirates. Besmara is the kind of represents humanity, I suppose, but not as limited. I mean, Iomade is the representation for the knights, but and Ko kind of looks down and like looks a little bit discouraged, like downtrodden, and just like, I feel like they just lost the plot at some point.
Yeah, seems that way.
Question.
Yeah.
The person you were talking about, you said they navigated, and we said that maybe everybody kind of wants this thing or is protecting this thing. But what if they just want to do something kind of similar? What if the rhyme demon wants to be a god?
I mean, yeah, if it's not a secret story like of Iomade, it's pretty well known that that's how they ascended to godhood, and it's a lot of people have tried. I can't think of a single being who has made it down through the spike. I mean, I feel like we'd know. The biggest in terms...
I mean, what else is there to be a god of? I feel like they've got them all covered.
I mean, Triune kind of was the most recent, and they kind of self-ascended. I don't really understand that one, but the kind of 3 computer systems that kind of, I guess, mathed their way to godhood. I mean, they invented the drift, of course, so...
Sure. So about that basement.
I'm happy to go down and listen, and if you guys want me to check it out.
We don't think that there's like a way down, like further down from this signal tower specifically. Like, is this signal tower...
I mean...
Could the basement be just the beginning of like the entrance to get further down?
I mean, who knows? Maybe it's somebody's lair.
That's
if I was
what
a rhyme
I'm thinking.
demon, I'd need a lair.
I mean, I don't have an answer to that. We could find out.
Yeah, let's fuck around and find out. What's the worst thing that can happen?
What else are we gonna do?
TJ and Rono, you two are kind of at the main computer system. It's this huge bank of computers. TJ, you see shards of ice, like massive shards of ice, just pierced through a lot of these systems. But when you're kind of looking through the ice at things, you can see that there are things. You still see things are operational in some capacity, and you know that for a fact based on the fact that the signal tower is emitting some kind of signal. It's garbled mess, obviously, but something is operational, right? So you have that confidence knowing that something is working at least.
Man, this is rough, Rono. I mean, things are
Wiggles
working.
all of his fingers.
Right. So we could probably get, if we work on it really, really hard, we could probably see what's being transmitted. Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, it may take some time, but yeah, I think it's doable unless there's another computer, another hub I can access. But
I'll start defrosting maybe some of the other ones.
oh, okay. You gotta. How are you gonna magic it up or something? Or
I'm gonna breathe on it.
oh,
I didn't think about it, but maybe I can try to change it.
yeah. You have the whole bubble dome thing.
I do. I just kind of thought maybe it was the easy way out.
No.
Okay. Do you want me
No.
to try?
I mean, if you can, I don't want to push you or anything like that.
Okay.
He's gonna concentrate, and a little bubble is gonna start to form.
Yeah, this is your warp terrain. Yeah, or your not your warp terrain, your quantum bubble, right? That you are using. I believe. Let me look here. You warped terrain in the last session, correct?
Yeah.
So warp terrain changes actually the features, but let's look. I want to be sure because I don't want to. If this works how we think it might work, that could be very cool. Quantum field. Alternate iterations. Blah blah blah. Nope, that's not it. Quantum field. You draw on paradoxical forces to create a reality warping quantum field. It might manifest as a haze in the air that shows shimmers of alternate realities, appears as walls of glowing magical equations, or any other display you choose. The effects of your quantum field are determined by your paradox. You can further enhance and manipulate your quantum field through your witch, warper, feat selections, and by casting warp spells, you activate or extend the duration of your quantum field by using reality warping magic. Warp reality is your quantum field activates and lasts as long as you sustain it, which we're out of combat. You can go up to 10 minutes. That's totally fine. 20-foot burst, which is great. While it's you can use anchoring traits while it's active. Determined by your paradox. I think it's very fun. I think it's very fun if Rono does this, to be honest.
Yeah, and as a thing, like if I have to cast a spell, so warp terrain changes things.
Yep.
So like I don't think him just putting the quantum field up would do anything. But maybe trying to change it so the climate was like warmer.
Yeah, well, I really like the idea of using warp terrain. You all had a 10-minute rest, or maybe more than 10 minutes downstairs. So you could have refocused during that time because you only get one focus point, and that's what you need to cast warp terrain with. But you would have recovered that during our last session. So Rono creates this slightly alternate reality in front of, or surrounding both TJ and Rono. As you cast warp terrain, and Rono, what does this look like?
I feel like despite there not being any, you can kind of hear like jungle animals. And it starts to get like really warm, like you're in a greenhouse. So like a caw of like a parrot. Maybe some insects' legs rubbing together, and he's thinking about it really, really hard. And he goes,
I don't know that it's gonna last if I stop. So we got 10 minutes, I think.
Okay, me and Rick can work with that.
Yeah, the environment changes dramatically, shifting the temperature. All of a sudden, it is very warm. I'm going to say like probably upwards of 40 degrees Celsius if we're talking jungle temperatures, which is probably 100 degrees, 120-ish, that range of Fahrenheit probably.
Misty.
It got probably closer to 100 Fahrenheit. Don't at me. It is wildly warm is what I'm getting at, as reality successfully warps. If you guys want to take listen, this is another kind of open-ended investigation type situation. There is no absolutely correct skill to use. So TJ, what do you think you're doing in this moment to try to take advantage of the melting ice and everything?
I think he's trying to just decipher information as quick as he can. Like, he's very focused on just figuring out where the signal is coming from, whether it's from upstairs transmitting or if there is something downstairs that they would have to go investigate. I think he is trying to use the bubble to his advantage of just accepting like this is a other probability that could happen, another outcome, and he's trying to, I guess, kind of deal with it a little bit. Like, mentally, he's like, this should be impossible by all accounts.
Mm-hmm.
But he's in it, he's doing it, and he's like, okay, this magical side is... He's getting more comfortable working in those type of situations.
Very cool. I'll say, thanks to warp terrain, you're going to get a +2 circumstance bonus. This feels like computers. You're working with computers. You're trying to trace a signal. I'm going to set the DC at 18, which is a pretty standard DC, but you have a +2 thanks to Rono. And if you get a critical, which is 10 above, so if you manage to hit a 28, you're going to get some very good stuff, but anything over 18 is a success.
Okie dokie. That is 22.
22. I mean, that is still a success. You manage to, you're tracing down these signals. You do see you find like a readout, like a power supply readout of signal flow and everything like that. You do see that there are some subsystems in the basement and systems on the main floor that are a little bit more sketchy. Obviously the ice damage down there. But most of the information is being stored in this location. There are various hard drives and with database information and logging systems of the signals that are coming in and out of the station, things like that. 22, you definitely think you can access a lot of these systems. It'll take some time, so it's not something that you're just going to be able to grab and go. You working with Rono in this 10 minutes, you're kind of deciding to working with Rono within these 10 minutes, you're kind of just like, okay, do we want, like, what kind of information do we want? Do we want the signals in and out? Do we want the database information? But either way, it's going to take time to get through all of this stuff.
Okay.
But you do see there's a whole host of information that could be found from these systems and their logging, all the logs that are stored on their backup computers and all of that, right?
Rono will kind of look up at TJ and like looks like a little kid that's like trying to learn something, but then also kind of goes,
I'm not really good with this computer stuff, but someone else is.
Oh. Skrank? Like, yeah.
Oh, I guess that's also true. Skrank is really good at computer stuff. Well, I think maybe here it's really important for you guys to, like, do a bunch of stuff with computers in order to, like, I don't know, live life.
Something like that. I mean, you're doing good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, I have a cheat sheet.
Oh, okay. What's the program file? What are we
gonna flip to his little analog notebook, and you're gonna see like a bunch of things that he has written down on this little page.
Renard's really good with computers.
Oh. Okay. Is he free? Is he busy? I don't really know his schedule. I don't want to.
Oh, do you want me to go?
You can stay. I mean, you're doing good, Rono. You can stay if you want, man.
I just think maybe I can help too.
I mean, you are.
Okay.
I wouldn't have gotten this far without you, man.
Okay. Focus on the computer.
And if he can help, teach it.
Yeah, there is the actual action that is help. Especially, where are we for the old help action? Aid is what it's called. It's not called help. I know how to do things. You're trying to help an ally with a task to use, which is just a reaction, which is totally fine. Again, we're out of combat. It's not the biggest deal right now. We know how you're aiding. When you use your aid, attempt a skill check of DC 15. And if you get a success, you add a +1. If you get a critical success, so a nat 20, or you roll a 25 on this check, with the skill that you're trying to help with, it could give a +2. That would bump TJ up to possibly 23 or 24, which everything helps at this point for gathering up information.
I will roll.
And is this going to be computers as well that you're trying?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay, not very good. 11.
11.
Maybe I should call him.
You're trying your best. I mean, you are we'll say the +2 from the bonus brings you up to, from the warp terrain bonus ongoing, brings you up to 13. Not quite the 15 to aid, but you're there. You're helping.
Yeah. I rolled a 2.
It's not nothing. Oh,
doing good.
Yeah, you can look at the book.
Okay.
You probably know this stuff already.
I mean,
you two settle in for some work. As soon as the reality starts warping, Ko is like, that's a wild skill. Takes like down her hood, like her cloak that she wears is very dark, and it has like a weird kind of shimmer to it, and on the back is like a very nonchalant logo to Iomade, which is and the knights in general, which is just kind of like a general kind of sword-esque emblem. But Ko takes down her hood and like kind of like unbuttons her jacket, like starts rolling up sleeves. Is this team basement? Is that us?
Yeah. Well, unless Skrank wants to help with computers. I'm going to be... We saw how I was with the sign. I'm going to be a hindrance more than a help.
Should those of us who are good at stealth go to the basement? I'm only asking because I have good stealth. I got +8 to stealth. But I could also maybe also attempt to like do some trickery to try to thaw these servers a little bit quicker.
I mean, I have a +10, so I'm pretty stealthy.
I mean, I'm also stealthy. I just can't. I can't be two places at once.
I think you're doing a good
also
job
stealthy.
here, Rono.
It sounds like Scout Ko is also
Ko is wildly stealthy, yeah.
wildly stealthy. Okay, perhaps I should try to. I'm gonna look over and see what Rono and TJ are up to, and be like, well, they're not gonna fucking show me up on my own terrain.
If Skrank wants to stay up and also work on the computer systems, while Ko and Kivari walk towards the elevator system, Ko takes one last look at the the Hell Knight and kind of like walks slightly up and rubs the ice again, just like, I just never thought a Hell Knight would be down here. I mean, that's a bold move.
And you really don't think we should thaw them?
I would avoid, yeah, I would definitely avoid it. I wouldn't personally. I am a former Knight of Galarion, whatever, but you all are, wanted pirates, so.
Well, I mean, 2 of us are.
Half of you are wanted pirates, yeah.
I'm a wanted pirate.
No.
There we go.
Rono drew his own poster.
It's just sometimes my face looks different.
That's fair.
No, it's very nice.
Yeah, this is gonna be fine. Surely we won't get into any sort of trouble.
Listen, if we're quiet, they won't. If something is down there, we'll get the drop on it. If we don't want to get the drop on it, we'll head back.
I feel like if we get the drop on it, I'm going to drop.
Okay, we'll head back if we think there's danger then.
Yeah. I think we should scope it out, though.
Yeah, I agree.
It bugs me that the rhyme demon was here.
I mean, yeah, they did they wrecked
They did
the
a
place.
number.
Yeah.
And to what end? Like, we don't know who they're affiliated with. We just know that they're fucking shit up. Right?
I know as much as you do, yeah, that sounds about right to me. I mean, the Knights have had a bounty on them for a while now. They've been kind of taking out Knights. I mean, you guys told me when you stepped off your ship.
Yeah. Rono was a victim of theirs briefly.
Right.
I was?
Yeah, remember when you were an ice cube?
Oh, yeah. I was an ice cube.
A cat sickle.
That was the rhyme demons.
I mean, they're
Dutch.
obviously talented, dangerous, points at the Hell Knight. That's not an easy thing to do.
But, I mean, like, we took out Blood Commander Rose, so, like, we're totally great.
Did you? I was there for that. I don't think that's true.
We definitely took out Blood Commander Rose. I have his sword. That's 100% what happened.
Absolutely true.
I was very much involved in that skirmish, and that's not what I remember. Go turns gets in the elevator. Ding! Like holding the hand on the door. Are you coming?
Yeah, right.
The elevator closes, and the two of you begin to descend towards the basement. Skrank, what is Skrank doing to help out with the computers?
Yeah, so just humor me, Justin. Okay? As we take a little adventure into 2E. This magic hack that I can do.
Yeah.
Can I do it?
Well, it depends on which magic hack.
Okay, I would love to. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I've got Gust of Wind. Mm-hmm. And I've got a thermoelectric phase change. And all I'm wondering, Justin, just a simple country rat, would love to use thermoelectric phase change to magic hack Gust of Wind so that I'm not gust of winding, I'm maybe gust of like hot airing or fire is really all I was thinking.
You essentially change the element of the magic that you're casting, right?
Yeah, that's the whole deal.
I think that's fucking cool as shit.
So what actually happens is Skrank sees Rono like use his magic to thaw the server a little bit, and Skrank gets jealous and is like, hey, I can do that too. Puffs out his chest. Phase change.
Gust of Wind is a first level spell, so you'll have to knock off one of your spell slots for that. To cast Gust of Wind. But yeah, you change it to using your magic hacks that you use as a technomancer. In order to do that, that's a focus pool, so you tick off your little focus pool if it's there. in order to do that. That's very fun. I don't think they're like, I think it needs to make a fortitude check. But what I'm going to say is just give me, I think it's going to work in some regard. Give me an arcana check. Or what, your spell casting, is that arcana?
I believe it is. Yeah, I mean,
it's pretty high.
it's yeah.
+9. So add a
+9.
Add a +2 to that, thanks to Rono's field, and just give me a check. We'll set the DC at 15 because you're very much using a fire element to do this.
Okay. All right, that is a 17 on the die, +9 is my 26,
Whoa.
Justin. So a critical success. Somebody's been reading the rules.
Not bad. That was a callback.
Don't worry, Beth. I got it for all of us.
That was a callback from the last session. I'm so sorry, Beth. A critical success on that. Incredible. Yeah. Skrank, using Gust of Wind and your magic hack, you manage to TJ and Rono look as like this as rat as this rat
as Rat Jesus follows the server.
Rat Jesus, yeah. Skrank begins to melt, pretty effectively melt the ice. That critical success, thanks to Rono's, large in part thanks to Rono's little field.
Rono goes,
Wow.
Skrank is like, that's no big deal to me.
Skrank
That's
turns around.
Okay. you
Everything
two.
explodes.
Hey now. Again, Justin, I feel like sometimes you narrate my critical successes as critical failures. And I just want to call back to when I fell through the ceiling. And I was like, I rolled a fucking 26 on this.
No, that was to find it. Remember?
I'll never forgive you. I thawed the servers, thank you.
Yeah, you do. They don't explode. No, that's incredible. It still will take time to go through, but TJ, this opens up a ton of access to various systems thanks to this ability. You're no longer kind of picking and choosing. You're going to get a good brunt of these systems, but it is still going to take some time to go
Yeah.
through. We'll cut to
Yeah.
basement crew. Unless
Noses
TJ,
to the grindstone.
yeah, well, the three of you are there now, next to the melting ice around the computers, and TJ are kind of like looking at all these systems as Skrank does their thing.
I look for a mop.
Yeah, there
I
is.
was going to say it's very wet.
in the
I was gonna say,
corner.
this is, yeah.
Does Rick have the hairdryer? Still good. Can Rick? Does Rick have a vacuum? What is that?
It comes
Where you
a shop
vacuum up
vac?
the water. A shop vacuum?
Yeah, wet back.
Yeah.
A wet vac? Can Rick get out his wet vac extension?
A Rick vac.
It's just his two paws, like, soaking up and then, like, ejecting it from his tail. Like, he's just...
Oh no! Out the window.
He's got his
Out the
serrated
window.
blades that can act as fans.
They act as little fans.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rick.
I'll help, Rick. I'll help.
Yeah, you find a spop in the corner.
Space Mom.
6 arms on a mop. It's so funny.
There's too many arms for your mop. You should have multiple mops if you're gonna have that
Listen,
many.
he's only little though, so it's like it's just really holding it steady
just
because it's
taller
flopping
than
all
him.
over the place.
So much taller. The torque on it.
You really need the strength on it, you know. Really get into the cleaning.
No, that's good technique.
Oh.
Incredible. Yeah, you all are cleaning up and going through the systems as Ko and Kivari are kind of descending in the elevator. Very like the ice is having some kind of strange effect on the actual lines that bring down the elevator. But it's a very short ride, obviously. But the doors open, and the first thing you notice is that it is just not very cold compared to the other 2 floors. But you see kind of a very dark hallway. There's like one light in the middle that's kind of on the fritz. There looks like you see a reflection of that light, which makes you think that one of these walls is like a glass wall. And then further down, the corridor goes kind of beyond your sight. Like when you're looking at this random light, it's blocking how far further this corridor goes, but you do see there's like another door further down at least. And Ko is like, all right, we should probably take it slow from here on.
Yeah, how's your night vision?
Pretty good. Ko like flips up, like they have this like piece of technology that kind of wraps around their forehead and around their ear, and it like descends a little screen in front of one of their eyes.
I'm thinking we might want to get rid of that light for now.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking it's hard to hide in a lit hallway with one door at one end and one door at the other.
Ko kind of like hand gestures for you to get up against the opposite far wall, and Ko kind of leans out around the corner. They're going to make a quick shot with their rifle. That's enough to hit for sure. Just a bad roll, but a 16 is fine to hit. And you see the light goes out.
All right. Shall I lead?
Kind of gestures ahead.
All right. So I go first. Moving, very careful, very practiced.
Give me a stealth roll if...
Okay. Am I going to use a rude dice?
That's up to you. Listen, you're making...
Oh, the rude dice gave me a natural 19, so it's 29.
Whoa, 29.
I have a plus 10. I am a super soldier.
Kivari was born in... I was born in the darkness.
I was born in the darkness.
Oh, why do I sound like an old man?
Incredible.
I am a super soldier. I was born in the darkness.
Absolutely wild. You become one of the shadows, and Kivari kind of... Or not Kivari, Ko kind of... trips a little. They rolled a 13. They have a 11 bonus to stealth and rolled a 13.
Oh my word, Ko.
They kind of slip a bit and they're like, oh, fuck, sorry. Man. They tap their thing. I don't think this thing is working. I think the ice. I think it's too cold.
It's always something. So the door, does it have a window in it, or is it a solid door?
Well, as you're kind of creeping out into the hallway, you see to your right the glass wall, also a door kind of glass.
Oh.
It is, as I look at my notes, looks like just more servers systems, but these are unaffected, very neatly lined up. By the looks of it, still operational, kind of blinking away. They haven't been affected by the cold. Maybe the Rime Demon didn't think about the basement, didn't make it down here. For whatever reason, these systems are fairly untouched. The door on the left actually has a little tag on it that says research. It does have a little window, and you see now that you're kind of beyond that broken light, you can see that there's a slight descend, and the room kind of opens up beyond at the end of kind of this corridor that you're in. It opens up into a larger room, and you can kind of, with your sight, you can barely make out like a shape against the furthest wall you can see.
Like an organic looking shape, or like a
circular shape?
Like a circular shape, eh?
Ko kind of looks, hey, some computer systems.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I'm not the hacker type. We left them upstairs.
If need be, I do okay.
Well, why don't we make sure we clear the area first?
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and if this is research, I'd be interested to know what variety of research and why this wasn't as important, at least to the Rhyme Demon.
Yeah.
But there's something in the shadows at the far end of that room that, I don't know, it piques my interest.
All right. Research first, weird shadow second.
Yeah.
The door is not locked or anything. It does appear to be a very small room, kind of a small makeshift laboratory of sorts. There are some systems that are still working, so there is a bit of light in this room from various monitoring devices and computer systems that are kind of just blipping and booping, and you see like monitors with various oscillating waves and such on it. There's like a main kind of desk in the center with a bunch of chairs kind of around it. Get the idea, maybe for meetings or discussions or whatever, mapping out things, whatever they needed to do down here. Just a host of random papers left over, and on top of that is like a small device of sorts, just kind of sitting like on top of some of the papers. But as you look around, it seems like some of the systems down here are still operational for sure.
Have you ever seen a device like that? Have I ever seen a device like that? Is it just like a telephone? Like a conference call?
It's old school conference call.
It's an iPad.
Yeah.
It's a
Kivari's never seen an iPad.
Yeah.
1.0 iPad.
You can make a computers check if you want, or you can aid.
I would love to aid. I would love to help.
So make a check, DC 15. How are you aiding? Like, what are you doing to kind of aid? What skill do you want to use to aid?
pointing it out.
There it is.
Sneaking around it.
Okay.
Kivari punches it.
Yeah, I just start hitting it. Using my history from being around so many computers as a test subject, could I even like vaguely recognize, is this something for transcribing information? Is this something for storing it? Is this a communication device based on my history with that?
Yeah, let's make a, why not? I think that makes sense to me. You're aiming for a DC 15, and that'll determine the bonus that Co receives.
So would that be my, like...
Your life innovations.
Life
check.
innovations?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Oh, I'm going to make that because I have a plus 16 because I have assurance in it.
Oh, whoa. Holy shit.
So that's a natural 20
Whoa.
plus 16. So 36.
Oh, damn.
You actually
Kivari helps the most.
Kivari does know what it is, actually.
Kivari knows computers. She just plays something like, no, you
That's
guys do
fucking
it.
life innovations. I'm so sure.
You guys do that stuff, right?
You've seen a lot of these devices. These were used by the researchers in Life Innovations, but they're not specific to Life Innovations. These are for researchers to kind of take voice recordings as they're kind of going through, whatever research or experiments that they're working on, things like that. A nat 20 is so good. You remember that you and the crew for Life Innovations would frequently, like some of the other members in the experiment compound, were pretty adept at computers, and they taught you how to kind of like bypass the locks on these things. So you actually like look at it and you're like, you just put your hand up to Co's like, oh, and you like pick it up. You're like, oh, I know this. You flip it over and like force the back off and like pull two wires and put the back on. And Co's like, you said you weren't good at computers.
Well, I made some friends in my past. It's all about finding people to make up for your weaknesses.
Yeah, for sure. Incredible. This is, like I said, a research communication device.
Cool. Well, I am so glad that only an NPC saw me be so smart.
Or like a recording device, I should say.
Yeah. Okay. Now, should we... See, the only thing is, I'm worried about pocketing it, and then if we do get into a scuffle, if it's damaged. I think we can probably just leave it here, knowing where it is.
Yeah, but what if, I don't know, we forget?
I mean, it's fair. I forgot a whole member of my crew, apparently.
Oh, the robot.
Yeah. I thought that he was in, like, TJ and Skrank's room, and maybe they thought that they were going to be in mine and Rono's room, and then...
I thought it was weird that they weren't with you guys.
Yeah. We're trying not to think about it right now, and we're just hoping that maybe if we don't acknowledge it, then they'll just magically reappear and everything will be fine. Maybe they just went out to pick up space cigarettes.
They smoke? They're an android.
Maybe.
Did you try calling them? No, you didn't try calling them. Okay.
No.
That would have been my first move, I'm just saying.
Yeah, okay.
Justin, this is the rudest thing you've ever done. First, I'm so mad I got a hair in my mouth. First, you're like, as an NPC, oh yeah, I thought it was weird that your space robot wasn't with you guys. Can't believe you guys didn't notice.
I wanted to call him so bad.
Sorry, if Scout Code noticed that our robot friend wasn't with us, maybe Scout Code would have said something before the very end of last session.
They assumed.
I don't know, Justin.
Yeah, they just assumed.
You're a bully. This is bullying behavior. I'll go back to upstairs now.
I will be talking to my lawyer.
Skrank runs down, runs back.
Runs down,
Ran back up.
curses at the gods, and then runs back upstairs.
Skeko hauls out their communication device. Basement, no signal.
Yeah, well, we'll try it maybe when we get back upstairs. I mean, you said communications were fucking weird down here anyway. Giving me shit.
Okay.
Grab the thing and angrily put it in my pocket. Listen, some of us aren't used to having cell phones, okay?
Yeah, you pocket the research with a crit. The device has this little LCD display on it that reads "Research Visit" from Elias Nockmar.
Yeah, I know a certain little six-armed guy who will be very interested in what this has to say.
Elias, that's... You were all talking about that earlier. That Elias is,
Yeah.
It's a big name.
Yeah, that bodes ill for actually what's going on in here. That's a bad sign.
Right. I haven't, last I heard they were on some station.
Yeah, Dream Station.
Right.
Also, not a super chill time.
No, I know, I was there.
Or do you mean a different station?
No, that is the station I meant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yep, that sucks. Okay. Cool. That's fine. We're gonna put that in my pocket and think about that later.
Great. Big shadow door thing?
Yeah. You know, what could go wrong with Elias Nockmar and a big shadowy door?
Yeah, that's what I always say.
Yep.
You all, two of you, leave the little research room that you're in and kind of walk around the corner. It does descend a fair bit. You see, I would say probably, it goes down probably 10 or 15 feet, this kind of staircase leading down, and then the room really opens up probably another, let's say 30 feet wide, and then going back probably 20 odd feet. A huge circular door is embedded on the far wall away from you, and in the center of it, in massive letters, reads conduit. And then you see a bunch of cabling systems going into the wall to like the left of it, like just kind of from the signal tower itself, directly next to this massive door. Scoutco looks at you. Huh. I mean, Skrank or maybe Rono were saying that, wondering if there was a way further down from this place, and points at the door. That might be it.
Yeah, that super sucks. That's what I was worried about with the Elias Nockmar thing. He has a penchant for finding esoteric things.
I mean, conduit, I assume. Yeah. I mean, it could be conduit as in transferring a lot of things. Totally makes sense. But conduit is a place down here, right?
Yeah. Isn't that one of the places that's being controlled by the family right now?
The family do have a member that's... conduit is like the main power hub. So the Starstone powers the station. It has to go through conduit. Conduit disperses the energy. All of the kind of control systems are there for the power coming from the Starstone.
All right. Do I see, while we're in here, any traces of somebody going through here? Like any sort of recent disturbances on the ground? Any sort of... Like, I don't know if this... I doubt this is like a... what is that called? Is it hermetically sealed room?
Yeah.
It's like I doubt it's anything like that. But is there anything like... So I imagine dust is probably gathering, especially if it's been maybe a little bit of time. Is there any like disturbance in that?
Give me a perception check.
Sure.
For sure, as you're kind of taking it all in.
Oh, that is not as good, team. That is a far cry from my 36.
Oh.
Perception 12.
12 is easy enough to spot your own tracks in the dust on the floor, and then you can see the glass server room probably has some kind of air filtration that is hopefully keeping most of the dust out. That seems like its purpose is to be clean and sterile-ish, but everything else, the research room, the tracks, the giant doorway, everything seems kind of a little grimy, a little dirty. Black spots kind of crawling up the walls and such.
All right, well, this, at least it's another direction. We know this is here. And it doesn't seem like anyone's hanging out. It doesn't seem... I mean, I feel like we can confidently say that the upper level was Rhyme Demon-esque.
And they didn't make it down this far.
Yeah, they didn't care to. So it just bothers me. What are they here for?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, this is kind of a shithole, no offense.
Well, it's the main communication area, if we think about it.
Well, I know, but like this specific area. Surely the Rhyme Demon can fry bigger fish elsewhere.
Oh, District 5, you mean?
Yeah.
It's just...
Why contend with the family at all?
That's a good question. I mean, they obviously are kind of running things into the ground, I suppose, in one way or the other for all the people that live down here, right?
Yeah, well, it seems like a little bit of anarchy. They're against the knights, but they're against the family. But it also doesn't seem like they're for the people. If they're jamming communications. But maybe this was their way of trying to stop the family's communications? I don't know.
Or the knights. I mean, it could go either way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously both. When we saw those bodies earlier, the knights and Brood's crew, was there variations of decay between the two sets of bodies? Like, did it seem like the knights were here first, died, and then Brood's crew was there, died? Or did it seem like, based on, like, again, decay, or even the amount of ice buildup, if one had been there longer?
I think the general vibe, it was hard to tell when Rono was initially kind of looking into this very subject, right? I don't think Rono rolled super high on that medicine check to kind of figure out something similar to that question. So it's kind of an unknown as Kivari's saying this out loud, and Ko's like, yeah, medicines. Yeah. I mean, maybe TJ, computer systems, security systems, cameras.
Yeah, they might be able to get some information on that. I mean, Skrank is, for their absolutely batshit behavior, a pretty good medic, so perhaps worst comes to worst, if TJ can't scrounge up any footage or any logs, we can have Captain Skrank have a closer look at the bodies and see if he... Surely they can tell. I mean, like, they're constantly fucking eating stuff. Surely they're familiar with razor burn in some sort of regard.
Well, let's go find out, I guess. Are we done down here? You got everything you wanted?
Yeah, I think so. I feel like Rono's going to, and maybe his counterpart might even make an appearance.
Right. I don't know what that means.
You'll find out.
Okay.
Careful, he's hot. And I go.
Just kind of wait a minute after. They follow and reunite with everyone on the main floor. Most of the computer systems by this point in time, TJ, you have access to, and there is quite a number of sources of information here. That is without a doubt. There are encoded messages, like official encoded messages from the Knights of Galerion. There's some stuff on research information. There's messages out towards Conduit. There's an active database, or inactive, I suppose, at this point, of Knights of Galerion in the immediate area. There are a whole and more, all that and more. But yeah, a bunch of things here. Some of this stuff, like the encoded stuff, is going to take various checks to try to decode. I will say that. But okay. You all reunite on the main floor as Rono, TJ, and Skrank have been kind of working on these computer systems as Kivari and Ko were downstairs, and Ko's like, whoa, a lot of progress, guys. This is incredible.
Yeah, grab a mop.
Grab what up? Oh, grab a mop.
Here, actually.
Yeah, careful of the puddles. We defrosted a lot.
Watch out for rips.
Yeah, Ko's like looking around.
Yeah.
Fans, they're not fans.
Everything's kind of soaked here, yeah.
Hey, Rono. I found something. I found something.
Why would you say
found
that?
Something?
I found
Justin.
Oh, what a throwback. That may interest you and your little friend. I think you're the little friend, technically. This, and I pull out the device. This is a memo bot from Elias Nockmar.
Oh.
Yeah, apparently, while I don't know to what end, why he was here, there's a research room downstairs. And then a big fucking door to Conduit.
TJ would know very well what Conduit's all about, being from this area. A lot of people would often head out to Conduit for various means. There's some scrapyards that are kind of near those areas as well, but Conduit often would control it. It essentially just controls the power flow to all of Absalom Station, but more specifically to, the Spike, the districts and stuff like that. Every now and then Max would need a shit ton of power to to work on one of the projects, right? And so occasionally you'd all have to like head over that way while Max tried to like break in and reroute a distribution system over towards District 5 and Corridor Town.
Damn. I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't look like the Rime Demon made it that far down, and we didn't see any bodies of knights or Brood's crew, so we were hoping that maybe Skrank or TJ could check the logs or cameras to see if the knights were fighting Brood's crew, if the knights fought the Rime Demon. It bugs me that the Rime Demon was here and we don't know why, but it bugs me even more that Elias Nockmar was here.
All right. I think TJ will start trying to find information on who was here last if he can. If he can get into any of the cameras or just...
access to the
Rono
camera.
will just hug Kivari.
Aww.
He's got 6 little... You're doing the happy hands?
Rono's making biscuits.
It's very cute. Did Kivari hand
8
over...
points of emotional damage.
I die.
Kivari
Death by
freezes.
1,000 cuts.
Did Kivari hand over the recording device? Okay, so
Yeah,
Rono,
she doesn't really need it.
you have in your possession a kind of playback recording device that is labeled as like a research visit by Elias Nockmar.
Okay.
But TJ, if you want to do a computers check, let's set this just at a normal 18 DC.
Okay.
To navigate the systems and find the actual security.
That would be 18 plus 11, so 29.
29 is a critical success, baby. That fucking rules. 29 is so good. We'll say that'll help out a lot of these lesser checks, I think.
Okay.
You pull up a feed on one of the monitors as everyone kind of like gathers around, and it's you know how security monitors are split in like quads and stuff like that. You see like the downstairs entrance, there's a Knight of Galerion and one of Brood's crew members, and they're kind of just like, looks like they're talking, shooting the shit, and like another kind of walks by and says something and kind of walks away. As the door explodes with ice, you watch. I'm gonna put them up on the stream in 1 second here when I find their button. You watch this ice covered figure, kind of like this patchy bomber jacket style thing, hood up, kind of a mask of ice coming off of their face, 2 of their hands completely covered in ice, their torn up jeans and kind of ratty sneakers as well. They burst in like an explosion of ice in 2 swift movements. Both the Knight of Galerion and the Brood's crew are suspended, impaled on 2 icicles coming up from the floor. You see them throw their fist and another icicle shoots through the air out of sight of the camera. As like the floor beneath them, you watch as ice is radiating from them, just kind of trickling outwards. In a blink of an eye, they are dashing towards the back of this area, and then you see the second floor opens up. The signifier Hell Knight like reacts instantly, but it looks like the Rime Demon gets the jump on them as they burst into the center of the floor and make a sweeping motion as it looks like a blizzard or a hurricane erupts from out of them and completely encasing the whole area as they're throwing ice spikes all over the place, impaling these computer systems. The final moment is they walk up and look into the camera for the second floor, and just impale it with ice as the feed is cut. Ko is like, holy shit.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
They,
Okay, so the knights were for sure working with Brood's crew, which means they're corrupted by the family.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. It's good to have confirmation of that. And it also seems like neither the knights nor Brood's crew were working with the Rhyme Demon.
No. But
No.
the weird part is the Rhyme Demon didn't look like they were, unless they did something after they took out the camera. But it seemed like a hit rather than...
They did target in the video the servers
some of the servers
and computer systems. Like, they were on this floor for sure to do damage to these systems without a doubt.
Do we know...
Okay.
Oh,
I have a thought.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
all 6 arms.
We all have our hands up. We're all so excited.
Okay. I know that I was a popsicle recently,
Yeah.
but I don't think anything, like, I don't think I was a popsicle for any reason other than, like, maybe wrong place, wrong time, you know?
Rono,
What
you...
if?
Oh, sorry.
No.
Can we also a skitter sickle? Can we just all agree? It's a skitter sickle.
I'm like the little Sonic popsicles that you get that have like a
So melty.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. 2 gumball eyes.
Do I know that I was purposefully popsicled?
I was going to say you were definitely wrong place, wrong time, but you
Right.
that hurricane move that they did in the center, you remember seeing them surrounded by those Knights of Galerion, the Pothra and crew, as they did the same sweeping motion, and it was just an eruption of unbearable cold, and you just kind of got caught up in it.
So that I'll say I've seen it up close. It's pretty cool.
Very deadly. Pretty cool. Very icy.
However, maybe we've been looking at it all wrong. Maybe the Rhyme Demon's not a foe. Maybe a friend.
Like an enemy of my enemy
Right.
kind of situation.
Yeah.
Vigilante.
Okay.
I mean,
It
I
does-
also...
I would say he's my enemy, but
Well, enemy of my enemy, right? If the Brood's crew and the Knights of Galerion are, I guess,
Right.
we're enemies. Adjacent enemy. It does kind
I
of
feel like
seem
we're getting lost in the weeds. We're getting lost in the
Okay.
weeds.
It does kind of seem like the Rhyme Demon had a goal of getting to this location.
Yeah.
Entered from where we entered, had a goal of getting to this location, specifically to disrupt the servers, like to disrupt the flow of communication. And then, is there any way for us to tell that they left? I guess, is my next.
Like an exit point, you mean? Or...
Yeah. Like, can we tell? Is there like a big
Like a
Rhyme
trackable-
Demon-shaped hole in the wall?
There is-
Looney
Whose
Tunes.
kind of
footprints are these?
There is
Yeah.
just another door on this floor that leads to like a kind of balcony area that leads down. Scout
Can
Co
I just
mentioned that on the way in.
look out, see if it looks like there's any icicles left?
I mean, it's frosty as everything else is frosty, but this could be a potential way they got out afterwards, right?
Okay, what...
Was there...
Other than communication, what is on these servers? Like, are these just... Is this disrupting the ability for... Because I find it hard to believe that the family and the knights are entirely dependent on this one tower.
I mean,
infrastructure here isn't that robust, especially
Yeah.
like communication infrastructure. Their whole purpose was to funnel as much information and power through a singular source and create like a monopoly there so that they could control it, right? Like that is the very idea of this
Yeah.
the singular like building
Signal.
where the family
Yeah.
lives, you know?
If the cameras were cut, well, you gave me this really precious gift, Kivari. Maybe we could listen to it together.
Yeah.
It's just that, well, maybe I shouldn't listen to it.
Why not?
I mean, it sure is what you wanted, right? Like you.
Yeah, I just feel like maybe there might be some techno jargon that I don't understand, and that maybe,
You're saying you want your friend here.
yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
if you want to go to your happy place and let out the other guy,
Okay.
but, I mean, you can stay and write him notes, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can also listen to it like a million times. It's not like a once and done, so.
I'm here. It's fine.
Yeah, you disappeared for a minute and I got very scared.
was like,
I thought you were
Take
being really method, and then that was you
Just
switching over.
dramatic.
The timing was so good.
Just like
Incredible.
Gil is really upping my performance.
You come back, you have a red wig on.
I was going to say the werewolf wig from the Halloween.
Just a really
Incredible.
quick change.
Yeah.
I gotta.
Are you listening? Is Rono going to listen to it now and then like leave it for? I mean, again, like Kivari pointed out, it is just a playback device, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm capable. I got a pen and paper.
Yeah. Yeah. You do. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll press play.
Yeah. Press it.
I just want to, just real quick, but Skrank's just going to step up and be like,
Okay, Captain.
So I understand that Rono is really interested in all of the research that Elias Nockmar has, had
Done.
under his belt and done and was participating in. And I just want to say, let us not forget that the last thing that we all saw of Elias Nockmar was Dream Station, which was actually a nightmare hellscape. So maybe just like bear in mind that Elias Nockmar kind of seems like an ends
he's an
justify
omen.
the means person.
I mean, if
Okay.
anything, I think he's an omen of hubris.
Yeah.
Because he didn't create Dream Station, he was researching Dream Station. He is the moth to the flame of ancient knowledge.
Yeah.
But we should treat anything
specifically
he's interested in as highly dangerous.
is incredibly dangerous. Thank you. Yes. Okay. With that little asterisk.
Right. I just thought we could get more information because the cameras, the rhyme demon took them out.
Sure. I'm gonna go work on the tech. And I stomp away and press buttons on a server.
Oh, okay.
It explodes.
It explodes.
My whiskers are fried.
You hit play, and it gives you the sense that it picks up kind of mid-conversation, almost as if like the researchers were talking with Elias, and they were like, we should probably record this, like that kind of deal. Like you get a famed researcher in, and they start like going on a rant, and you're like, someone record this, please. So it picks up kind of mid-sentence. And then, of course, we need to see about transmitting this discovery topside, hence why you find yourselves with some company. That place is truly a wonder. The whole station, of course, those ghost levels, as you call them, really are something terrifying. Records show that the Starstone back in old Galarion times had erected a labyrinth around itself to as a form of natural protection emitted by it. The Starstone, I'm sure you're all very caught up on. I mean, crash landed on Galarion after all. I'd love to have the chance to study it up close. I'm positive it's not just some kind of non-sentient magical stone. It clearly has an ability to sense its surroundings and readjust reality to suit its needs.
I feel as though the ghost levels are a result of the Starstone protecting itself. Whoever made this station must have been able to get to the stone, house it as the core power source. That's not an easy feat, let me tell you. Last known record we have of someone actually interacting with the Starstone, of course, Iomade, and she was thrust into godhood beyond that. But I mean, mind you, this whole other discussion in and of itself, gods. I mean, you know the old saying, right? Like, any form of technology that's beyond comprehension surely comes across as magic. These gods are a big interest point in my study of the first ones, Iomade in particular. What if ascension to godhood was simply access to a form of technology that us measly organic beings just can't comprehend? I mean, Iomade, Abadar, Demetrios, the Devourer, Besmara, Lao Shu Po, Pharasma. I mean, any of them, probably all of them. What if it's less of them being higher beings and more of them just being in the right place at the right time to harness some ancient, wildly powerful technology? Obviously, it has to have some kind of extraplanar psychic connection that aligns with emotions as well, given that those who choose to follow a god tend to grant some form of power to that god. If you break it down, it becomes what? It sounds like a food chain. We eat food to keep ourselves going. They consume psychic waves of devotion in order to sustain themselves. Sorry, I rambled enough. Listen, that door we found, the writing on it, whatever it is, it's going to take a bit of time to translate. I only just got back from Castroval. We had uncovered something similar. I have no doubt that that's related to the first ones in some regard. It seems older or a different dialect. I'm uncertain right now. Maybe steer clear. I have a feeling it requires some kind of key, or what or where that key is. That's the mystery. That is the mystery. And who knows what the Starstone has constructed around itself for protection also. I mean, that's also something you have to contend with when thinking about the door. Only a fool would tempt fate and open those doors. All right, do me a favor. Reach out. When you get a reply back, message me, please. I'll leave our lab information here for you. We're a hop, skip, and a jump away. Listen, thanks for having me in. I really appreciate bringing me down there.
And the recording ends, and that's where we're going to take our break. We will be right back, everyone. We're going to do some human things. BRB.
Human stuff.
Human stuff. Be right back, everyone.
Human stuff.
Thank you for listening to our Starfinder 2nd Edition series, The Vast. This episode featured
Fig as Skrank,
Ben as TJ,
Beth as Kivari,
Grayson as Rono,
and Justin, that's me, as your space gamekeeper.
If you'd like to support the show, you can do so for free by listening to and reviewing our podcast on your favorite podcast app, or by following @nofame on Blue Sky, TikTok, or YouTube.
If you wish, you can support us through Twitch, Ko-fi, or Patreon. It's never required, but always appreciated. Supporters gain access to our supporter section of the Discord with exclusive shows, post-credit shoutouts, and other fun perks like gaming servers. Cool!
Check out discord.nofame.ca and join our cozy, chill Discord full of cool nerds who talk about nerd things. That's discord.nofame.ca. We've also got merch. Support the show and wear cool stuff. Check it out at merch.nofame.ca.
Thanks again for listening to the No Fame podcast. Be sure to check out our other shows, our social links, our support pages, or anything else at nofame.ca.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
So long.
Hey, see you
Farewell.
soon, travelers.
Travelers.
The time has come to shout out the people that keep the No Fame lights glowing. We've got Rooney Runes, #awooify your life, and Retson, it's embarrassing, but I have nunchucks. If you support the show across any platform, head on over to our Discord supporter channels where you can find the shoutout form. That's discord.nofame.ca, a cool, very chill, cozy place for us nerds to talk about nerd things, share memes, drop your daily Wordle score, talk about games, and all sorts of other things. You can support the show mainly on our Ko-fi, but if you'd rather support on Twitch or Patreon, that would mean the world to us. You can find all of those links at nofame.ca. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you later on.